welcome back everyone for some more World Quiz on a PlayStation 4. We are continuing on with normal difficulty here, and if I'm not mistaken, this is episode number 20. I could be wrong about that. Let me just check here real quick. You would think I already have this prepared, but let me just look here real quick. I think we are indeed on episode 20, so that's pretty darn cool. But before we continue on here, hope you guys have an awesome day. Hope you guys doing well. So without further ado, we are going to be tackling a new category in normal difficulty, and that is going to be literature. So without further ado, let's see how smart I am with books. Author of Pride and Prejudice, that would be Jane Austen. And it's T-E-N, not I-N. I know a lot of people spell it I-N. I know it's what you would think it would be, but it's not. Author of Around the World in 80 Days, that would be Jules Verne. Then that would be James and the Giant Peach by Roald Dahl. Never read that book, so I don't know if it's good or not. I know that there was a movie that came out, James and Giant Peach. I didn't watch the movie either. Herman Melville's Tale of a Giant Will, that would be Moby Dick. I heard that book is an acquired taste. Thankfully, I was never required to read it in school. 16th century playwright, rightly regarded as the greatest writer in the English language, that would be William Shakespeare. I do like Shakespeare's work, although I do think that they should not make it a mandatory thing in school. It should really be an elective of whether or not you, especially if you're pursuing any kind of literary arts profession, I think it should be an optional thing whether or not you want to study Shakespeare. Having it being forced on students isn't really a good way to get people to like a particular subject. Author of the Harry Potter series, that would be the transphobe herself, J.K. Rowling. And no, I have no respect for her whatsoever. It's a shame because I do like the Harry Potter series, but I can't. It's kind of tainted now with considering how she is. Character from Shakespeare's The Tempest, that would be Ariel. There's actually a moon in Uranus, I believe. All the moons in Uranus are named after Shakespeare characters, and Ariel is one of them. Creator of James Bond, that would be Ian Fleming. Which novel was the first of Jane Austen's to be published? That would be, Oh, Sense and Sensibility. Duh. I drew a blank there. Mrs. What by Virginia Woolf. Never heard of it. I've heard of Virginia Woolf, but I've never heard of Mrs. Dalloway. It should be which novel by Leo Tolstoy is set during Napoleonic Wars? That would be War and Peace. Which classic novel features a horse called Rocinante and that would be Don Quixote. If you looked up idealists in a dictionary, you would see probably Don Quixote's picture in it. Author of 1984, that would be George Orwell. The book was fantastic, the movie was awful, in my opinion. So if you have a choice between watching the movie and reading the book, I would highly recommend reading the book. Author of the Tales of Huckleberry Finn, that would be Mark Twain. Author of the Discworld series of books. Terry Pratchett. Can't say I'm familiar with him. The novel Lust for Life describes the life of which artist? That would be Van Gogh. Actually, that's not how you're supposed to pronounce his name. I think according to what I read, it's supposed to be like Van Gogh or something like that. It's not Van Gogh. It's most people pronounce it wrong. Author of the Three Musketeers. I think that's how you spell it. Dumas. There we go. The novel The Day of the Jackal contains a plot to kill whom? Oh, Charles de Gaulle. There's an airport named after him. Character from Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream, that would be Puck. Actually, one of my favorite Shakespeare plays. Which novel's main character was born in Newgate Prison? Let's... Moll Flanders. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that. Okay. The headmaster of Hogwarts in J.K. Rowling's Wizarding series, that would be Albus Dumbledore. And I do apologize if I was a little bit too harsh earlier, but I should really practice. If you have nothing nice to say about somebody, don't say anything at all. But, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I am. If I see something that I don't really... He who must be named, that would be Lord Voldemort. But yeah, J.K. Rowling has been doing things and saying things that just aren't right. They're just not... And the sad thing is, bad enough she's saying these awful things, but she doubles down on them. Draco Malfoy's house during his stay in Hogwarts, that would be Slytherin. Wow, this is turning into a Harry Potter thing right now. Newt Scamander's house during his stay, that would be Hufflepuff. Funnily enough, as I'm recording this, I am wearing a Hufflepuff shirt right now that I got from Universal Studios, so... I'm borderline Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff. I know whenever I used to have Pottermore, it had a heck of a time putting me in a house. Luna Lovegood's house during the stay, that would be Ravenclaw. Because I do have shared characteristics of Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff. I think what ultimately decided, which, by the way, Pottermore did put me in Ravenclaw, but I think I do associate myself more with Hufflepuff. Of course, everybody likes Gryffindor, but I'm definitely not. That's not... My traits don't align with Gryffindor. Which novel tells the tale of the death of the writer? That would be, Death... Death in... No. Death in Venice. Wow, I was having a hard time with that one. The 39 What by John Buchan. The 39... Pest? No. I don't know. 39 steps. I'm sure a lot of you watching this probably gonna get a kick out of that. Either that or probably facepalm. Novel studs Lonigan is set in the Irish slums of Chicago. Author of the first Italian epistolary novel, Ultime Lettera di Jacopo Ortiz. I'm not even gonna try to guess that. Ugo Foscolo. Never heard of him. Which novel concerns the murder of a pawnbroker by Raskolnikov? Oh, that would be Pride and Prejudice. Maybe it isn't. Oh, Crime and Punishment, duh! I'm an idiot, I'm sorry. I should have known Raskolnikov did not write frickin'... I'm an idiot. Character from Shakespeare's Othello? Desdemona. Character from Shakespeare's Hamlet? That would be, Claudius. Not really as familiar with Othello as what I am with Hamlet. Shakespeare's star-crossed lovers, that would be Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, I think a lot more people would appreciate Shakespeare if it was not a required course in school. For those of you in which go to school and it's not a requirement, well, I'm very jealous because the school I went to, you were required to learn Shakespeare. Titania. Character from Midsummer Night's Dream. Better know that one. Character from Shakespeare's The Tempest. I was gonna say Caliban, but I wasn't sure. I'm not super familiar with The Tempest either. Okay, we got 3 more to go. The David Story novel, The Sporting Life, is primarily about which sport? That would be, Rugby League. Should have just said rugby. Author Les Miserables. That would be, Victor Hugo. Hemingway novel, Death in the Afternoon, considers itself with sports. Ooh. Oh, bullfighting. Okay. I don't really consider that a sport. I don't consider it an art either. It's animal cruelty. Joyce Carey published a novel entitled The African. Oh, that would be... which? I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I was able to... that was a weirdly worded question. Which author's first novel was Out and Lock? No clue. Charles Kingsley, okay. I've heard of him, but I didn't know he wrote Out and Lock. Okay, we got 2 more. A character from Shakespeare's The Merchant of Venice? Not familiar with that play. Antonio. Who wrote the classic novel 3 Men in a Boat? John... No, not John. Jerome K. Jerome. Shakespeare play concerning the King of Denmark, that would be Hamlet. One of his most famous plays. Harriet Beecher Stowe's story of slavery and its agonies. I know what this is. Uncle... Oh. Not Uncle Tom's Cabin. Why am I typing Uncle Ben? Uncle Ben is freaking rice. I must be getting hungry. Sorry. I don't know why I type Ben's instead of Tom's. Character from Shakespeare's, see if I know how to spell this. No, I don't. Oh, Oberon, okay. Kind of embarrassed I didn't know that. We're on to the final one. Author of The Hunchback of Notre Dame, again, it'll be Victor Hugo. Nom de plume of writer, historian, and philosopher Francois-Marie Arouet. That would be Voltaire. I could be wrong about this, but I think he's the one that said, I think therefore I am. I hope I'm thinking of the right person. Jean Baptiste. Oh, how do you spell it? So, I think that's how you spell it. Not as good at spelling as I thought I was. Author of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, that would be Jules Verne. Also wrote Journey to the Center of the Earth, too. He wrote a lot of books concerning traveling. Author of The Count of Monte Cristo, that would be Alexandre Dumas. The same dude that wrote Three Musketeers. Dumas. No. There we go. And we are at exactly 2,560 green bulbs, so I did use quite a bit of them, especially this video and the last episode. Hopefully that trend will end in the next episode, which next episode we're going to be tackling geography again, and we are going to be traveling up north, and we are going to be taking on Canada. And I feel like I've been disrespectful of my Canadian viewers out there. I do sincerely apologize. I do love your country, and the next time I see you guys, I'm going to show your country some love. Hopefully I know a decent amount about your nation, but we'll see. But thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I will see you guys again next time.